here in your hometown?
I feel great, man. I'm happy. I'm home chilling and, can't wait to the Super Bowl.
And you're part of it being special, being here. It allows you to do something you really enjoy with the kickoff to rebuild an annual event. It's what brings you here. So before we get to football, tell us about it and why it's important to you.
Well, we doing Lowe's and rebuilding together, going down to my neighborhood where I grew up. We're rebuilding 9 homes today, and I'm very excited. 200 people gonna be there, and I get to see some of my old neighbors. So I'm very excited, and I'm gonna have fun with it today.
That's awesome.
We spent the commercial break kind of just poking fun, but also complimenting your longevity and how you've been able to do it. I asked apparently the silly question, how do you know when it's over? And you guys all laughed at me because you're not even close to it. You're 36 years old. Give us a little bit of what's the secret sauce to how you've been able to do this and stay relatively unscathed?
First, I gotta say, that man up above, also hard work. I always working hard in all season, and I love to stay around young guys at my position. They still keep you young. Right now, last all season, I worked out with my man Devin Singletary, another young guy who got bright future in the NFL.
I played with Frank for a year in San Francisco, the hardest working man that I've ever seen before. And listen, he would go a game and he would have 30 carries, and I would see Frank the next morning, bright and early, lifting weights, squatting, running sprints, and that's the key to his longevity. That's why he's played so long, and the love for the game. He knows his game inside and out. Better than any running back that I've played with. But the question for you is, you see what Kyle Shanahan is doing with that offense. You're seeing how the offense is really centered around the running backs and their ability to power run inside and outside zone. What type of numbers would you put up in an offense like this?
Man, it would have been crazy, because it's so spaced out, man. And, Kyle Shanahan do a great job with his players, put them in a great position. I know it would have been a lot of numbers, though. It would have been great.
I got 2 questions for you. First of all, what's he like as a teammate? Give us a Brian Westbrook story that we otherwise wouldn't know.
Well, when he got there, I always looked up to him because what type of, I love looking up to great bats. And once he got in the locker room and got in the practice field, I'm already was like, this man coming to take my spot. I can't let him do that. But we got, he told me, he was like, hey, I'm just coming here to help you. I respect you. And I said, I also respect him. So every day, he'll tell me little small details. And I used to ask him, I used to always ask him a lot of questions about defenses and everything. Very smart player.
So you mentioned you look up to great backs. We now have the vast majority of the greatest backs in NFL history looking up to you in the all-time rushing yard standings. You've run for more yards than Barry Sanders. There's only 2 people in NFL history who have had more rushing yards than you. I know you were part of an all-time great Miami Hurricanes football team, but you're also a guy who, before you got to the pros, had a lot of injuries, major injuries.
Yeah.
I'm sure you had high expectations. Could you ever have imagined in your wildest dreams being over 15,000 career rushing yards?
Nah, especially like you said, my injuries. Coming out of college, having 2 ACLs, and it was very tough for me to get to the NFL. But I've been blessed, man, and like B West, hey man, I try my best to go out there every day and make it like it's my last. So for I won't leave no doubts about my game.
Frankie.
One of the things I loved about Frank is his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield. Of course, he was a power runner and he was fast. But the other thing that every running back has to have is the ability to block and be physical and block. And so one of the challenges for the Chiefs this weekend is going to be, how do you block the front 4 of the 49ers? Well, what do you see from the running backs from the Chiefs and their ability towards handle the blitz and the rush from the 49ers?
Well, I will say I think they will have to do more chip blocks, because that pass rush is crazy, man. And they got so many, like, they can rotate, keep fresh guys on it. So I think the running back's going to have to help the linemen, like chip blocks, to then get out to their route. If they don't, I think them boys, it's going to be a long day.
Look, you know that team well. You spent 10 seasons in San Francisco. Talk about what it would mean for the guys that are there that you remember, for the whole city to win a title.
It'd be great. It's been 5 years they've been down. Jed, I still talk to him today. He like family to me, and man, I would love to see the 49ers win to bring that the ring back to the Bay.
For you, you mentioned, you guys were talking about what it would be like to play in a Kyle Shanahan system. Well, first of all, let me start here. Are you going to play next year?
Well, I'm gonna wait to March and see if any teams want me. I still feel good. But the business of the NFL, when you get older, They want to go younger, but I think that I showed God that I still can play the game of football. And, if a team want me, I'm telling you, I would love to play again.
Okay, all right, so you're not retiring. You'd love to play again. I know a team that maybe could be in the market for a short yardage back, a team whose offense might be pretty fun to play in as well, and that's Kansas City. What would your game look like in a system where the defense, Andy Reid's system, where the defenses are so concerned about the outside passing attack?
Oh, it'd be great. I never had that in my career yet, like with guys like with so much speed outside. Like I said in San Fran, we was more like a physical team.
Yeah.
We had good receivers, but not speedsters. And man, when you got guys outside, it just made the box lighter for the running backs and make it a little more easy. So man, I'll probably go crazy. They'll think I'm 25.
Frank, you already basically have the stats, because I think as far as a running back, you have to have at least 12,000 yards to be mentioned in the Hall of Fame. And you've already surpassed that. But what would it mean to you to be able to get into the Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio?
It'd be great, man. Just because what I had to deal with to get to the NFL, and just everybody doubting me, saying I won't be in the league about 3 years, and now look 15 years now, and like you say, I got 15,000 yards, so I'd be happy. I'd be real happy.
Frank, who's going to win on Sunday?
I'll say San Fran.
Why?
Just because I don't think a team who like to throw the ball can beat a team with so much pass rush. We get out the quarterback, and I love Patrick Mahomes, great quarterback, but that pass rush, man. I think San Fran can get it, man.
Real quick before you go, for the guys' first Super Bowl week, we're now, 59 hours until kickoff. You know this city. You know how great this city can be and some of the temptations of this city. What are you telling them?
Stay inside.
Where not to
Don't even go outside.
Study your book. You just do what you do during a regular game. Just study, know your opponent, man. Enjoy this time, because take advantage of it. Take advantage of it, because man, you never know, when you get back here.
Frank, thanks so much for hanging out with us
and
today.
Congratulations. And
great season. All the best to you.
You're already a Hall of Famer.
Absolutely.
You're already a Hall of Famer.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, we got to take a break. We have so much coming up still to come. Christian McCaffrey, Aaron Jones, Melvin Gordon, Baker Mayfield will all be joining us. But guess who's coming up next? Tara Owens is with us live from
Speaking
South Beach. Right